What's going on, people, and welcome to another episode of the SVR Podcast. So today we have another artist that... Are you from Ohio?
Yes, sir.
Right, so we're not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna introduce to you. He is... far4u.
Yes, sir.
Welcome into the podcast. What's good, fam?
Oh, I'm doing. I wouldn't say it's good, but I'm doing.
Right. So this is your first time appearing on the podcast, so apparently I can tell that you are nervous a bit.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm gonna ask you 10 questions regarding about your music experience, your meanings behind of your rap stage name, of course, and a track that you released with someone called DJ Ariaty. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry.
You're the only one, don't worry.
I know. But we're not gonna waste any time, man. Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's get into it.
Alright, so we're gonna kickstart off with the first question of the day. So it will be, what made you got into the rap game with experimenting your sound and, songwriting?
Honestly, I was watching 2016 X and seeing what he become and what he become. He just made me want to start doing it. And hearing how versatile his music is, I'm just shifting towards that. But I'm not trying to copy him, of course. But inspiration and songwriting. I'm not the best of the songwriters, but I find a beat I like and I just go with it.
Since when did you start your first approach in music? In which year?
The first year I dropped a song, I think it was early 2017. I dropped my first song.
4 years, basically.
Yes.
In terms of music. Right. Now, this will be like real life general. The second question will be, in the childhood, what was your earliest moments that you ever remember in the amount of time? Like school,
Oh, good.
something like that. Can you explain something about your life?
Thing I remember earliest. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a good memory at all. But I failed kindergarten, if that counts. I bombed it. That's almost all I remember from my childhood. That's actually important.
Did you regret of doing that?
I don't have much regret for it because it happened. Can't really change much of it now. That's in the past.
But yeah, moving on to the third question. Where do you see yourself in the future for music?
Like, how long we talking? 1 year, 2 years, 10?
5 years, let's say 5 years. We still
5
continue
years.
in music.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely. Until I reach what I want to reach, I won't give up music. I don't think I'm gonna be huge, but I think I'll have a decent following. Because I think I'm gonna be one of the artists that's gonna take a few years to get recognition.
And do you think in 5 years will you ever go to tours?
Maybe. Probably. I think so. I'm actually looking into doing one soon, a concert.
Hopefully it will happen anytime soon, or around in 5 years.
Yeah.
On to the next question, and that will be, what was your best song that you have recorded, and why?
The best song I have recorded, it's called, this one's a hard one. It's called No Warning, and it's featuring DJ Ariaty, and it is unreleased right now. I think that's my best one, and it should be dropping soon. It just has you know who Lil Loaded is? It just has his type of style to it, in my opinion. I love that kind of style.
Right. And speaking of which, moving on to the next question, who is really inspiration behind your music and your favorite rapper?
XXX Tentacion. That's a no-brainer for me. It's just seeing what he came from. Like, he came from nothing to being, like, he came from not being known at all, getting kicked out of schools, kicked out of houses, homeless, to he being the person he was, like one of the biggest artists in the world. And yes, I love his music too.
Sadly, he passed away, so we can't see no more new music from him, I guess.
Might be unreleased music, but it ain't like no new music he recorded.
I mean, it was recorded before he passed away.
Yep. So.
But anyways, moving on to the next question. Oh man, this could be interesting. Now, I know you had an old rap stage name, but how did the name of far4u originally came from the idea? Does it have meanings behind it? If so, what it is?
Honestly, like the place I live at, I'm only 16, and the place I'm at in life, I'm like way too far ahead of almost everybody. Like, it's unbelievable. But yeah, it has a lot of meaning behind it to me. It's just hard to explain. It means like I'm too far ahead of like most people. Like, I'm only 16, and I'm further in life than most 30-year-olds are right now. Like, they ain't doing what I'm doing.
I guess. Well, next question we have is, what things are you really concentrating in the rap game?
What things am I concentrating on? I concentrate on getting my flow better. Like, you got to look out for the beats you use. And like lately, I used to feature with almost anybody, but lately I've been keeping that kind of narrow, because like the wrong feature can mess up your whole future, in my opinion.
How's that process? Was it really difficult?
Yeah, because like I feature with literally anybody without saying no, and I wasn't used to having to say no, but well, one of my best friends in the rap game, YNG Smoke, he's taught me it, and like we've came up together. Like, he was on one of my very first songs dropped, and we're still going.
Right. And speaking of DJ, eighth question would be, what is your meanings behind of your track release called The Vibe featuring DJ ariaty?
Honestly, so most of it was a feel, but I just went in and like the beat, it sounded like it was a love type beat, but also a rap type beat. So I was saying about a relationship I used to be in, and like what we went through, stuff like that.
And how did it go along? Like, did it go well?
Kinda not. Just no. I don't really get in relationships anymore. I'm more focused on music now.
And speaking of music, moving on to the next question, and that is, how does your passion with your music makes you feel?
I feel like I got something special going. It makes me feel like good inside, because like I would walk around town and I just hear random people I don't even know listening to my music. Like, I'd hear my song playing, like Divide. It's actually pretty popular in my town right now.
Do you feel well about your music that you're creating?
Oh yeah, I'm aiming to do better, but everybody should aim to do better at anything. Like Eminem, he should even aim to do better. Well, I know he.
But anyways, final question of the day before we end the video. What message would you like to provide with music and the people around you?
I'm just trying to spread positivity, trying to tell the youth that anything is possible as long as you do not give up. Because if you give up, that day that you gave up could have been the day you made it out and was successful. But like, just don't give up.
Well, that was it, folks. Far4u. If you have anything to say towards to the outro, can you make it somehow forward?
Honestly, everybody watching this, don't give up. Follow your dreams, because each and every one of you will make it one day.
You heard it right, y'all. Don't give up. Follow your dreams.
That dream, make it a reality.
Yeah, and reach that goal.
Yes. Because if you give up on that dream, the day that you did give up, that's the day you could have went big on whatever you want to do.
Of course, of course. And I will see you guys into the next one with another special guest. We'll see you later and ciao.